Some confessions wrap around your heart with a grip so fierce that each unspoken word transforms into a towering peak, its weight increasing with the passage of time. Today marks the moment I unveil the weight that has pressed upon my soul, the hidden truth I have sheltered within the depths of my heart. In the twilight of my 60th year, a moment unfolded, igniting a spark within me that breathed life into my very soul, arriving like a whisper in the stillness of an unforeseen hour. On that fateful morning, the warm embrace of water in the bathroom chose to elude me once more. The fractured faucets and my tangled routines whispered to me the haunting echo of a life caught in an endless loop, a refrain of all that had come before. In the embrace of solitude, where silence weaves its tapestry, the dance of routine unfolds like a whispered secret echoing through the chambers of the heart. Since the day my beloved departed, each time a whisper of repair beckons within these walls, I find myself reaching out to another's hands. From the depths of a worn phone book, I summoned a plumber, a name plucked from the pages like a whisper in the wind. Jacob, the tender voice resonating from afar, spoke with a depth that wrapped around the moment, declaring, "I can come over today." In the cadence of his voice, there lingered an elusive quality, a whisper of mystery that stirred my curiosity like a gentle breeze through the leaves. I endeavored to turn my gaze away, for in the grand tapestry of life, this was but a mere trickle of water, a fleeting concern amidst the symphony of existence. Yet, as the doorbell chimed, the world shifted in an instant. As I turned the handle and let the door swing wide, a young man stood before me, radiating a vibrant energy that swept away the shadows of my mundane existence. With a soft thud, Jacob released his toolbox from its perch upon his shoulder, allowing it to tumble to the ground at the threshold, a silent herald of the day's toil ahead. "Does the path to solace lie in this direction?" he inquired, his voice a whisper woven with unspoken thoughts. For a fleeting heartbeat, I lingered, my hand poised in the stillness of the hallway, as if the air itself held its breath in anticipation. Indeed, merely beyond that threshold. Should you wish to be among the fortunate few to uncover these enchanting mysteries, join us and remember to awaken the whispers of notifications. Stay with the unfolding tale until the final moment, for it shall weave into a tapestry of the wonderfully strange. With a gentle hand, I guided him toward the threshold of the bathroom, where shadows danced and secrets lingered in the air. The young man's formidable presence loomed within the confines of the narrow hallway, a silent testament to strength and solitude. His form, a delicate tapestry of strength, whispered through the gossamer fabric that clung to him. In a fleeting instant, I found myself powerless to resist. My gaze lingered upon him, a silent tether binding our souls in the quiet of the moment. It had been an eternity since my eyes beheld such a form, a silhouette etched in memory's canvas, stirring echoes of the past. My eyes, drawn by an unseen force, held fast for a fleeting moment, longer than I had ever meant to allow. As he stepped into the sanctuary of the bathroom, a quiet assurance enveloped him, each movement a dance of certainty. It seemed as though he was not merely there to mend a faucet, but to unlock a door that had remained sealed for ages. Could this be the source of flowing dreams? With a gaze that lingered on the weathered fixture resting upon the countertop, he inquired softly. Yeah, I stammered a bit. What stirred the tempest within me? This was merely a task of mending, a delicate dance of restoration. I found myself whispering that truth to the depths of my soul. Yet my heart, with unwavering resolve, sought to weave a tale of its own design. Jacob knelt, his fingers brushing the cool surface beneath the sink, seeking the secrets hidden in the shadows. With each graceful motion, the contours of his muscles beneath the fabric whispered tales of strength and silent resolve. In that moment, I became aware of the stillness within me, a breath held captive, unbidden and unnoticed. "It is a relic of days gone by," he murmured, his fingers tracing the contours of the pipes with a tender touch. "Yet within our grasp lies the power to mend what is broken. Perhaps the passage of a few hours shall unfold." His serene and assured voice enveloped me unexpectedly, stirring a tempest within. It had been an eternity since I encountered a spirit so youthful yet brimming with an unwavering confidence. Perhaps that was not the true dilemma at hand. Perhaps it was that elusive sensation, long buried in the depths of my being, beginning to rise once more. As I contemplated my departure from the sanctuary of the bathroom, Jacob pivoted, his gaze intertwining with mine in a moment suspended in time. "May I reach for a towel that lies in the distance?" With a gesture, he drew attention to the subtle trickle in the sanctuary of the bathroom. With a delicate gesture, I raised my hand to my face, a wave of embarrassment washing over me. "Indeed," I responded with haste. With a hesitant grace, I reached for the cabinet, my fingers quivering as the door creaked open, revealing secrets long held within. As I offered him the towel, our fingers grazed, a fleeting touch that lingered in the air like a whispered secret. A delicate whisper of sensation danced across my skin, echoing through every fiber of my being. In that fleeting moment, I understood that this was not merely a task of mending, but a profound journey into the heart of something greater. In that fleeting hush that enveloped us, a profound gravity lingered, echoing the passage of countless years and the unspoken hopes that danced in the shadows. "Thank you," he murmured, returning to the task that awaited him, as if the world around him faded into a soft whisper. Yet that fleeting glance within his gaze unraveled me entirely. In the quiet recesses of my mind, I pondered, was it merely a fleeting surge of emotion? Had this young man stirred to life a dormant ember, long encased in the frost of time? As Jacob knelt to mend the faucet's weary flow, I wandered restlessly, my footsteps echoing softly in the stillness of the bathroom. My hands, lost in uncertainty, wandered aimlessly, seeking purpose in the silence. They found themselves entwined or clutching the edge of the counter, caught in a moment suspended in time. The stillness enveloped the room, wrapping around me like a heavy shroud, each breath a struggle against the weight of unspoken words. Yet, it was the weight of his presence that constricted my heart, a silent storm brewing within. My gaze wandered to him, as if drawn by an unseen force, reluctant yet inevitable. In the bloom of his youth, a vibrant energy coursed through him, a singular focus illuminating the path of his labor. Unbeknownst to me, a long dormant ember stirred within, igniting sensations I had not embraced in countless seasons. A whisper stirred within me, urging the need to speak, to let words dance upon the air. In the quiet of the moment, I remarked on the rarity of youthful plumbers, a thought that lingered, perhaps more for its own sake than for any purpose it served. "For what span of time have you embarked upon this journey?" Jacob lingered for a moment, casting a fleeting glance back at me, his gaze a whisper of unspoken thoughts. As our gazes intertwined, a gentle warmth enveloped my being, igniting a fire within that whispered secrets of connection. Yet, he seemed to weave a delicate dance, striving to avert his gaze from the truth that lingered just beyond his reach. "For 5 long years," he murmured, his gaze returning to the task at hand. "From humble beginnings as a seeker of knowledge, I blossomed into the architect of my own dreams." My curiosity surged like an unbridled river, flowing endlessly, seeking the depths of the unknown. "What is the measure of your years?" I inquired, my voice a soft whisper laced with unspoken reverence that danced in the air. 26, he uttered, his voice steady and unwavering. To my astonishment, he bore the tender years of youth. Yet in that very moment, a delicate flutter stirred within me. His youth stirred a tempest within me, a curious allure that danced on the edges of my heart. "Ah!" I whispered, attempting to weave a smile into the fabric of my words. "Your age, a mere whisper of time, dances lightly upon the air. Had you not revealed the secret of your 26 years, I would have remained lost in the enchanting illusion of your youth. Your essence radiates a newfound depth." Jacob lingered in silence, the weight of unspoken words hanging in the air. Yet I perceived a subtle change in his expression, as if my words had cast a fleeting shadow upon his thoughts. In the stillness that lingered, he returned to his toil, the weight of unspoken thoughts hanging in the air. His unwavering professionalism became the gentle hand that guided me back to myself, a quiet force amidst the chaos. Yet the playful essence within me lingered, a whisper of allure that danced in the shadows. Shall we share a warm cup of coffee once your hands have mended the weary world around us? Text. I uttered those words, a delicate attempt to shift the course of our conversation. In my possession lies a wondrous contraption, a vessel of warmth and aroma, where the dark elixir of life is born anew each morning. Whispers dance through the air, proclaiming that my brew possesses a certain magic, a richness that stirs the soul. He lingered in stillness, a moment suspended, his shoulders tightening like the strings of a bow, ready to release the unspoken weight of his thoughts. His gaze met mine once more, as if he were weaving intricate thoughts within the tapestry of his mind. Gratitude flows, yet the day beckons with tasks that await my touch. As soon as my task is complete, I must take my leave. In the quiet corners of my heart, a shadow of disappointment lingered, whispering softly of unfulfilled hopes. Yet it was evident that Jacob was resolutely determined to maintain a facade of professionalism. Perhaps it was this very quality that wove an even deeper allure around him. With unwavering dedication, he embraced his craft, allowing no hint of carelessness to mar his youthful spirit. As he completed his task, I caught the fleeting glances he cast my way, each one a silent whisper woven into the air as he carefully stowed away his toolbox. In those fleeting glances, a tapestry of attraction and curiosity wove itself, yet beneath the surface lingered a whisper of hesitation. "All done," he murmured as he gracefully slung the toolbox over his shoulder, a quiet finality in his voice. The warmth of the water now flows, a gentle embrace that whispers of comfort restored. Should any shadows cast upon your path, do not hesitate to reach out to me. With certainty, I declared, my fingers entwined around the frame beside the door. Gratitude flows for your swift embrace of the task at hand. Indeed, such is the gift bestowed upon the young. In that fleeting moment, a subtle smile graced his lips, yet the facade of professionalism remained unyielding. He approached the door, a momentary stillness enveloping him, as if words lingered on the edge of his lips, yearning to be set free. Yet he chose not to. With a silent nod, he turned away, leaving a whisper of unspoken words in the air. In the quiet moments, an unspoken connection began to weave itself between us, a delicate thread of fate that whispered of possibilities best left untouched. Yet the path remained shrouded in mystery, elusive as a whisper in the wind. For the first time in what felt like an eternity, my heart danced with a fervor it had long forgotten. In the quiet corners of my mind, a question lingered, whispering softly. Could this merely be a matter of pipes and flow? Had this youthful spirit graced my existence to weave a transformation within my soul? As dawn broke and I stepped into the sanctuary of the bathroom, the chill of the faucet whispered secrets of the night, offering only the embrace of cold water. Never have I felt such joy over a twist of fate, a delightful misstep in the grand tapestry of life. With a tremor in my hand, I sought the familiar digits of Jacob's number nestled within my contacts and summoned him with a call. As the phone's chime echoed through the stillness, my heart danced with a fervor, each beat a whisper of anticipation. "Oh, Jacob!" I called out, my voice laced with a hint of yearning. "It seems the faucet you so skillfully mended yesterday has once more begun to falter, whispering its discontent in the quiet of the day. Forgive me, but might you consider returning once more?" Jacob's voice flowed with the grace of a seasoned artist, yet a fleeting pause danced upon his lips. "Indeed, I shall carry with me the fragments of hope, the spare parts of possibility, so that we may mend what has been broken, once and for all. In the gentle embrace of time, I shall arrive within the span of an hour's breath." With a heart full of gratitude, I whispered my thanks before the call faded into silence. And in that stillness, an unexpected thrill coursed through my veins, igniting a spark of wonder within. This time, I yearned to cloak myself in the guise of readiness, yet beneath that veil, I craved the sweet allure of seeming unready, a delicate dance of appearances and truths intertwined. As I sifted through the depths of my wardrobe, my fingers brushed against the delicate fabric of my cherished black lace nightgown, a whisper of memories entwined within its threads. In the quiet moments, I whispered to my heart that comfort was enough, yet the reflection staring back held secrets I could no longer ignore. As the doorbell chimed, I inhaled deeply, summoning courage, and gently pulled the door ajar. For a fleeting moment, Jacob's gaze brushed against me, a whisper of connection, before he swiftly composed himself once more. With him, he carried a bag of tools, accompanied by a handful of pipe fragments, each one a whisper of potential and purpose. "Oh," I said, as if my attire was woven from the threads of the everyday. "I trust my presence does not weigh heavily upon you. This faucet, a relentless whisper, dances on the edge of my sanity." Jacob turned away, his eyes averted as he made his way toward the bathroom door, a silent retreat into shadows. "It's nothing," he replied, a soft smile gracing his lips, as if the weight of the world had lifted for just a moment. "This time, I shall mend it once and for all." With quiet resolve, I stepped into the sanctuary of solitude, where shadows danced and secrets lingered in the air. As he leaned down to mend the faucet, I became acutely aware of the graceful dance of his form. His hands danced with a deftness that spoke of mastery, yet a subtle tension lingered in the air, hinting at unspoken burdens. "Is it common for such moments to unfold?" I inquired, seeking to bridge the stillness that enveloped us. The delicate whisper of my nightgown caressed my skin, igniting a spark of audacity within me. "Do the things you mend find themselves shattered once more, like fragile dreams slipping through your fingers?" Jacob kept his gaze fixed downward as he replied, his voice a whisper woven with unspoken thoughts. "In moments past, uncertainty lingered like a shadow. Yet this time I feel a whisper of assurance that all shall unfold as it should. With me, I carry each fragment, every piece that may be called upon." "How tenderly you tread," I remarked, offering him a subtle smile. "It seems you possess a remarkable talent in your craft, especially for one so youthful." As my fingers sought the cool embrace of the faucet, they grazed his arm, a fleeting touch that whispered of unspoken connections. Jacob paused, caught in a fleeting stillness before he resumed the rhythm of his labor. Though his gaze eluded mine, the weight of his unspoken turmoil wrapped around me like a shroud. With a softening of his tone, he murmured, "I'm merely striving to fulfill my duty." A hush enveloped the moment, lingering like a breath held in anticipation. His aloof demeanor stirred a daring flame within me. As he bent low to peer into the depths of the pipe beneath the faucet, my fingers grazed his back, a fleeting whisper of connection in the stillness of the moment. "It is a rare treasure to encounter a soul as skilled as yours," I remarked, my voice dancing with a playful lilt. In that moment, Jacob lifted his gaze, meeting mine with a quiet intensity. In the depths of his gaze, a tempest brewed uncertainty danced like shadows, tension coiled tightly, and a fragile grasp on control flickered like a candle in the wind. "Jacob," he uttered, as if my name were a fragile thread, woven delicately to maintain the distance between us. "The final strokes of this labor draw near. Once this moment passes, I shall fade into the shadows, leaving you in peace." Yet, for a fleeting moment, the severity in his voice appeared to shatter, revealing a glimmer of vulnerability beneath the surface. As I beheld his desperate attempts to break free from the confines of this moment, a profound emotion welled up within me. A surge of exhilaration coursed through me, a longing that had lain dormant for ages, now awakened with fervor. Uncertainty hung in the air, a fragile thread stretched to its breaking point, and as we stood on the precipice, the choice of who would dare to step beyond that boundary rested solely in our hands. As Jacob bent low to mend the faucet's weary flow, I found solace against the cabinet's sturdy frame, my gaze tracing the delicate dance of his hands. The delicate weave of my nightgown embraced my form with each subtle shift, crafting a silhouette that whispered of allure and intrigue. Jacob wore a mask of indifference, yet I caught the subtle quiver of his hands, a silent testament to the tempest within. The quiver whispered secrets of surrender, a silent testament to his unyielding spirit, revealing that he was not in opposition to my embrace. He waged a silent war within. "Do you truly grasp the depths of your intentions?" I inquired, a playful lilt dancing upon my words. Jacob remained absorbed in his task, his gaze fixed, yet the rhythm of his breath grew more hurried, as if the air around him whispered secrets untold. "Indeed," he uttered, his words a mere whisper in the vastness of silence. This is but a sweet morsel, a simple delight that dances lightly upon the tongue. Is it truly so? I whispered, drawing nearer with a hesitant grace. Yet why does it shatter once more, time and again, with the passing of mere days? I lowered myself, feigning the act of retrieving a towel from the depths of the cabinet. As I moved, the delicate strap of my nightgown gracefully fell from my shoulder, a whisper of fabric in the stillness of the night. The sensation of donning it enveloped me in a cloak of newfound bravery. As Jacob's gaze met mine, time seemed to pause, his eyes lingering in a fleeting moment of stillness. In a swift motion, he returned to the toil that awaited him. Yet, in this moment, he surged forward with an urgency, as if the weight of the world pressed upon him, urging him to hasten the inevitable conclusion. "Perhaps a shadow lingers in the bathroom, weaving its silent mischief," he murmured as he gripped the faucet with a steady hand. Yet within his voice lingered a delicate tremor, striving to convey strength. "Perhaps," I murmured, reclining softly against the cabinet's embrace. "Perhaps the dilemma lies in the elusive search for that perfect caress." I allowed that phrase to linger, suspended in the silence, a weighty echo of unspoken thoughts. The silence enveloped the room, a heavy shroud that pressed upon the air, transforming the small sanctuary of the bathroom into a realm of palpable tension, almost suffocating in its intensity. Jacob lingered in silence, the weight of unspoken thoughts hanging in the air, before gently placing his tools aside and rising to his feet. His movements unfolded with a languid grace, yet the turmoil etched upon his visage spoke of an inner battle, a silent storm brewing beneath the surface. On one side, the grip of control; on the other, a yearning he sought to tame. As I drew nearer, the space that once separated us dwindled to mere whispers of air, a fragile breath away. The sound of his breath reached my ears, a soft whisper in the stillness of the moment. "Jacob," I breathed, my voice a fragile thread in the stillness. Yet, just as my words began to weave through the air, his hands found their place upon my waist. Diana's lips tightened, a symphony of unspoken words building with each fleeting moment. The quivering of Jacob's form whispered of an impending transformation, a shift in the very fabric of his existence. Swift as the fleeting breeze, the stillness that enveloped us shattered, pierced only by the soft whispers of our breaths and the rhythmic dance of our heartbeats. And in that fleeting instant, all worlds converged. "Diana, we mustn't tread this path," he murmured, yet his tone wavered, steeped in a poignant sense of vulnerability. "Indeed," I whispered, drawing nearer to him. "Do you truly believe this, Jacob?" In that fleeting instant he faltered, a storm of emotions swirling within him, and then, as if drawn by an unseen force, he pressed his lips to mine, a moment both tender and electric. Our kiss began with a hesitant whisper, a gentle caress of uncertainty. Yet soon the fervor ignited, consuming us in a tempest of longing. With our eyes gently sealed, we entwined in a silent embrace, a world of unspoken connection unfolding between us. With each fleeting moment, Jacob drew me nearer, our bodies swaying like leaves in a gentle breeze as we stumbled through the shadows, colliding softly with the walls that stood witness to our silent journey. Our fingers entwined, a symphony of heartbeats echoed in the air, and in that fleeting instant of fervor, I sensed the world shifting beneath us, a tempest of transformation. As we crossed the threshold into the sanctuary of the bedroom, Jacob's hand found its place around my waist, a gentle yet unyielding hold that urged me forward. And in that moment, I surrendered to the rhythm of our unspoken dance, quickening my pace without a hint of hesitation. In the blink of an eye, the world spun around us, and before I could grasp the fleeting moment, we found ourselves ensnared in an irresistible embrace. As my thoughts danced in a whirlwind of confusion, my body, like a gentle leaf caught in a soft breeze, had already yielded to his embrace. It was a misstep, a fleeting moment that carved itself into the fabric of fate, forever unchangeable. Upon entering the sanctuary of our shared dreams, the delicate threads of our existence unraveled in an instant. In the quiet sanctuary of the bathroom, Jacob's t-shirt lay abandoned, a silent witness to the fleeting moments of the day, while his pants rested carelessly on the floor, near the bed, as if caught in a dance of intimacy and chaos. The delicate whisper of my nightgown lay strewn across the hallway, a silken trace upon the carpet, as if it had danced its way through the shadows of the night. Amidst the chaos that enveloped us, a tempest of emotions swirled, leaving us both restless and unable to find solace. In that sacred space we lay entwined, our forms a tapestry of warmth, each breath a whispered echo of the other, a silent symphony of connection. In a fleeting heartbeat, the world spun wildly, and for a breathless instant, it felt as though time itself had drawn a deep, silent breath, pausing in the midst of chaos. Words danced on the edge of my consciousness, elusive and fragile, as I struggled to capture the essence of my emotions. In that moment, I found myself adrift amidst an ocean of all that exists. Jacob's powerful embrace enveloped me, my eyelids fluttered in darkness, yet the world around me whispered its secrets, each sound a delicate thread weaving through the silence. Do you find the air filling your lungs? With a soft smile gracing my lips, I leaned my head gently against his chest, seeking solace in the rhythm of his heartbeat. My hands lingered upon his form, each subtle shift resonating through me. "Indeed," Jacob uttered, his voice quivering with a slow yet resolute cadence. "Perhaps, yes, yet I find myself adrift in emotions I've never known." In the stillness that lingered, time seemed to hold its breath, a fleeting moment suspended in the air. In that fleeting instant, Jacob's breath quickened, a subtle rhythm that beckoned my attention, impossible to overlook. "Truly," I whispered, my lips lingering with a warmth that outshone his. "What path shall we tread now, in this moment suspended between the echoes of the past and the whispers of the future?" "Diana, I cannot fathom it all. Yet it seems that the intricacies of our existence were as tangled as they were just," he murmured, his fingers weaving through my hair like a gentle breeze through the leaves. Yet, amidst the swirling chaos of existence, the truth remains. Your presence beside me in this moment eclipses all else. In a fleeting instant, the hands of time slipped through my fingers like grains of sand. In the haze of my thoughts, clarity danced just out of reach as I surrendered to the beauty of the present. Yet, in an instant, clarity washed over my vision, and I found myself pondering whether this fleeting instance was merely a dance of madness, or perhaps something far deeper. How shall we unravel this enigma? With a delicate smile gracing my lips, I inquired softly. Jacob's gaze lingered on me, a tempest of uncertainty swirling within his eyes, yet beneath it all, a profound yearning flickered like a distant star. "I believe the need for explanation has faded," he murmured, his voice a soft cascade of thought. In the quiet spaces of existence, some truths linger unspoken, their essence woven into the fabric of our being, waiting to be felt rather than understood. We nestled side by side upon the bed, our breaths entwined, ensnared in the enchantment of the fleeting moment. Yet a singular query danced in the depths of my mind. Could this fleeting instance be but a whisper of folly? Or could this be the dawn of a new chapter, shrouded in mystery? With a gentle gaze locked upon Jacob's, I inquired softly, "How does this tale reach its conclusion, Jacob? Have you not pondered upon it?" Jacob lingered in thought, the weight of contemplation settling upon him before he drew in a deep, steadying breath. "In the quiet moments, dear Diana, we shall ponder, yet time does not linger for us," he whispered, his fingers weaving through the strands of my hair, a tender caress that spoke volumes in the silence between us. In this fleeting instant, let us savor the beauty that surrounds us. Within me, a tapestry of emotions wove and unwove, each thread a whisper of complexity. Yet one truth remained undeniable. That moment transcended all else. In the stillness of this night, this fleeting moment stretches into an eternity of solitude. And through the passage of time, it would linger in memory, forever etched in the heart's quiet corners. In that moment, a hush enveloped the world. Yet within this hush lay a chance to grasp not just the echoes of what once was, nor the whispers of what is yet to come, but the essence of all that exists. Should you find yourself still here, it is clear that the tale has ensnared your heart. So much awaits to be unveiled, and the fear of missing even a whisper of it lingers in the air. Let your presence be known by pressing the follow button, awakening the notifications, and sharing your thoughts on this tale that unfolds before you. With a heart full of wonder, I eagerly await the whispers of your thoughts. Let us weave our words together in the comments below.